Hey, what's up? Alright, so, okay, first of all, I have a lot of notes. Okay, so, I know everyone is like, oh, John, you're such a frequent avatar changer. Why do you do that? And how do you do that? And just why do you do that? Um, Cause like I feel like most people is very OCD and they're like I have to have the perfect avatar all the time in, and they just like refuse to take it down. Da 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 woo, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's just OCD on their part. Okay, so I'll just read it all because I think people like that. Okay, so I wrote down like before I was educated, like what is your innocence? And then I guess the one story that I remember from the Philippines is the white lady story, and then white in with a capital W, LOL in all lowercase, and then water polo wrestle, well proportioned FF3US, and then urban legends Aswang. Do you have any scary stories? I feel sorry. Fave story from the Bible. Good Samaritan. Any. The legend of the dog faced woman. College dash deli sauce. Off the cups. Just how can you analyze a word? Thinking art is stupid, and music, and psychology. What should I talk about? Just start talking? Stoner stuff. Ripping the telephone cord out, the buzzing from the cable box, hearing your neighbors talking to you in the walls. Okay, and then talking to yourself, period, space, the word crazy, and then arrow up, creepy. How to take a creepy picture, aesthetic. Okay. Oh my god, I wrote some stuff after Young, or I wrote editing, edit. Why do you edit your videos? Okay, let's go back to that. Okay, editing, edit. Why do you edit your videos? Yeah, I have no idea why people edit their videos. I'm just guessing it's because I'm from Asia and I'm like unedited. I don't know, it's just the way we like it here, you know? Because, like, I noticed, doesn't it bother you, like, when you, like, edit and your, like, face is right there and then the next frame is, like, your face is right here? It's weird to me. And yeah, I laugh at you when you do that. Cause like I like TV, and they like. I'm not saying anyone on here is like amateur, but like it's TV and it's like official. But their edit is kind of weird to me too. Like, it's always frame and like black square and like it's like frame and like it's one thing and then like frame and then like the next thing. It's kind of awkward when you like notice it, you know. All right, so I wrote down white lady. So in the Philippines, when everyone's like, "What are you scared of, John?" So in the Philippines, when I was younger, they used to tell these stories, kind of like urban legends, and then like, or just legends, or just stories, and then the one that stuck out to me the most famous, is the white lady. So pretty much, white lady is like this is when I knew white was just a color and not anything like rice. So this is really innocent. And I just want to say in like our family, like we don't really say that word. I guess I picked it up just somewhere. But like usually when my parents say it, they usually just say like "puti," or they don't even say tao, which means people. They just say like yung mga puti, which just means like the white people. Okay, so white lady is just like, this is my like remembrance, John's version, the official version, lol. So you're walking down the road, either dirt road, cement road, highway, but I'm picturing like just a road, whatever that is to you. Make up your own mind. Have an opinion, Rafe. Rafe, have an opinion. You're walking down the road, and like, there's fog, mist. I guess in America we would call it like cold steam. And then just a figure of like whiteness. And then it's just like the white lady. And the white lady always hates Filipino boys. So that's just it. That's the story. Is the white lady always hates Filipino boys. So you can like interpret that however you want. Like, just like white in parentheses, the color, just doesn't like Filipino boys or something. Like, I don't know, maybe it's like color thing. I have no idea. Okay. So, don't you hate it when you're talking to someone and like strategizing and you have this whole like explanative paragraph, like a whole block, half block, and the person on the other side just replies with like all lowercase LOL after like 8 minutes? Why do people do that? Alright, so I don't know what else to say besides just saying this straight name, but just like water polo wrestle. I don't know why. Alright, so well proportioned and FF3US. So like, I guess well proportioned is just like the look. It looks good to the eyes. You like it, and that's it. Just like you like it because it looks good, not because of anything else. And then everyone's like, how did you get to FF3US? And then like, I don't know, I guess I was just like playing around with Kefka's name because like the original is Kefka with a K, and then in the advanced version they switched it to a C, and I thought that was awkward. And then I was just like, FF3US is like the best way to say it, just because no one knows how to refer to Final Fantasy 3 Super Nintendo, the American version, but I just say FFIIIUS. Okay. So, Urban Legends is just like, I was really into Urban Legends, like, when I was younger and online. I just looked it up all the time, and then, the one that, is, like, the most famous is, The girl who has a dog and she's sleeping, and she sleeps with her arm kind of like across the like frame of the bed, so her arm's sticking out on the side. And in the middle of the night, she feels her dog like licking her fingers. So she just kind of like assumes it's her dog. But then when she wakes up, she goes into the shower and her dog is dead, hanging from the shower head with blood everywhere. And she finds a note on her bathroom mirror and it said, even humans can lick hands too. So that was like kind of scary. And I know everyone is like, oh, do you have vampires in the Philippines? And I'm like, yeah, we actually do. They're called aswang. And I feel like people kind of get the aswang and manananggal confused. And to me, aswang, because I saw the movie on it, is the creature who in the middle of the night kind of crawls or climbs on top of your roof over your room, and you're like a pregnant girl and you have a baby in your stomach. And what the aswang does is there is a hole, or they make a hole in the roof, and it has a really long tongue, and the tongue kind of like swoops down into or on the woman's belly button, and she eats the baby out of her stomach. And the girl wakes up and like her belly is like sagged out and like it's gone. Do you have any scary stories? I don't know. I don't really have too many things I'm scared of. Oh wait, I wrote it down. I guess I'll just say like Jesus or something. And then when I was younger, my mom would take me to church, and then she always kind of like felt bad for me because like whenever they would have these wooden plaques with Jesus's kind of figure or statue on it, it's like wooden, and it would have his face and body, but I would always look at his face and it looked so like sad to me that I would always say like I feel sorry for him. And it never made me cry. I was never scared of Jesus. Like I always felt like I felt sorry for him, you know, just his face. Okay, and then people's like fave story from the Bible, and then I wrote Good Samaritan. I don't know, that one always like sticks out to me. Like pretty much the story is just like you need help and someone helps you and you feel thankful, you know. Just like finding hope or like a lucky something. Like you always have to believe that it exists and like it can like appear out of nowhere, and like it can help you whenever you're down, you know, just like always believe. All right. And I wrote any like anymore, and then so any, and then I wrote Legend of the Dog Faced Woman, because like I always feel like people kind of feel like, oh, they teach you in college that pretty much you can come up with any word you want to, and like I feel like I noticed this in RPG games because they would always use like this word as an example, but materia, you know, like of course I loved FF7, so I looked it up probably, and I was like, oh, materia is not even a word, you know. So I feel like these people are college educated and they come up with like made up words for like magic items and stuff, you know, so and people always feel like you got to go to like college for that, but I kind of come up with my own stories and like stuff, probably from the Bible when I was younger. So I kind of use that as inspiration for just being able to like come up with my own ideas and my own style of like writing. Just being able to, coming up with like nothing. And then I did learn that in college though, that you can just come up with words on your own. And I used the word deli sauce in a paper and I got it from Earthbound because I always love that word, deli sauce. Like it sounds like it just sounds like deli sauce. Like it sounds like what it is and what it's explaining. So I guess they got it from the word sauce, or I'm thinking sauce packet, and the word delicious. So they came up with like deli sauce and like put it together, and I thought that was a really cool word or cute. Okay, so off the cuts, just how can you analyze a word? I don't know, like me, I just kind of look at it, I don't even write it down on like paper, and just in the essay I just kind of like just stare at the word and like think what I think of it. Like I don't know how I do that. I even do that with in orgs. We would always do leaderboards, and what that is it would have a picture of each character and their name. But like if I was like playing strategy, I would always run to the leaderboard like April and Jennifer and just kind of like stare at the person, and I would just like play strategy. I would just do that. But um yeah, I just stare at the word and I just like pick it apart. Kind of like I don't really count letters and stuff. I just am thinking like, what does it mean to me? What is the actual meaning? What is my own interpretation of this, what it's saying? Just one word, like what is it saying to me? Like I feel like it's talking to me. And the one thing that always helped me was the Schoolhouse Rock title where all the letters were dancing. So that kind of helps me kind of play around. Like I'm like a little dot and I'm like jumping from letter to letter and kind of like just like tracing over it. So that kind of helps me a little bit. Thinking art is stupid. I don't know, like I remember answering a question about art and then I was kind of like forcing myself to start. But like sometimes I feel like talking about colors is kind of like it is what it is. I just feel like it's all colors and stuff and like there's not much meaning. You know? Like to me I'm so basic. It's just like colors and stuff to me. So I think art is kind of like stupid. And then like music, I don't know, I just stopped listening to music. I don't even like I don't have an explanation. I just stopped. I mean, yeah, I do kind of like sing. I like how I'm trying to figure out which songs I remember from the US the most here, and like the ones I remember the most is I sing Nelly all the time. Maybe I think he's the best rapper, Nelly. I sing Ride With Me, I sing Hot in Her out loud to myself in the room. Uh, so I hear Nelly in my head all the time. And then my favorite is Can't Nobody Stop the Juice, Ain't Nobody Feeling You, oh, oh. Can't nobody stop the juice, Ain't nobody feeling you. Alright. And then I just like the way he raps. And then just some other ones I catch myself singing Like, I'll just say it. Like, I sing that Gloria song. I forgot her name. I'm pretty sure her name is Linda. I forgot her actual name, but I sing that Gloria, Gloria, da 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 da, Gloria, Gloria. It's very Filipino. And then, of course, I sing Celine Dion, you know. And then, I'm not a huge Whitney fan. I'm just not. And then, who else? I'm really into the divas. Tamia. My favorite Tamia song is I built a wall around this heart of mine, never letting no one in. Didn't think I'd need a friend until now. Feeling this way won't do. So that's like my favorite Tamia song. And I also like Could I be falling for you? Is this a fantasy come true? And I still like Trina. I just do. I just like her intro, the big lick. You know, I just think it's cool. You know, I think my friend introduced me to her when I was in middle school, and I even went to Tower Records and tried to find her album, but of course it was really like country, the section, so I like couldn't find it, or I did, but it was her second album, so I just didn't get it if they didn't have the first. And like my favorite line from the Big Lick is probably just I like just saying lick. I think it's cool. And then just her saying a reroll. Cause I had a friend named Riri. Alright, so and psychology, yeah. I don't know. I just think thinking about thinking is stupid. What should I talk about? Just start talking. I have like 7 minutes. Alright. Yeah, if like homegirl is like, what should I talk about? These people gonna find me interesting. Like, just start talking, you know, just do shit. You know, just do it, you know. And then stoner stuff. Okay, so paranoid. Paranoia, like I feel like that's the most like healthy mood, emotion ever is just being paranoid all the time. I always feel like people is like watching me, and then like one time there's just like buzzing in my ear, and I ripped out the telephone cord in the side of the house in the corner because it's like why is this still plugged in, and the buzzing went away. And then I always felt like the black box always had a buzzing, and it was like bothering me. And then just like hearing your neighbors talking to you in the walls, I just feel like that's normal, you know. Okay, and then talking to yourself. I guess, I don't know, I just don't do it. And the word crazy. I said some stuff about that. I was like talking to yourself. I was just like you know when you feel like when you're okay, how do you say this? When you're like just like when you want to call someone out and you want to say like the meanest thing, but you always like stutter and say like add extra or say or start laughing, you know. I just feel like you need to practice. Okay. The word crazy. I don't have to explain this. All my friends know I say the word crazy all the time. I describe everything as crazy. Just like crazy. Crazy by itself. This experience is crazy. You're a crazy person. You're crazy. Okay. And then creepy. How to take a creepy picture. Alright, so I don't know if people think I'm creepy. I don't think I am. But like if I were to do it, I don't really do that. I mean, I've never wanted to take creepy pictures. I just don't think it's cool. Like I don't think creepy is cool. And then yeah. I mean, just like you can just tell the person in the picture is creepy. I'm not even gonna say aesthetic. I mean, I just say mood, you know. Okay.